I'm Lucas, my pronouns are he, they, and welcome to, or back to my channel. So we finished both Western Washington and the Cascade region of warrior cats. Our next clans are in Eastern Washington, and our first clan is Storm Clan, the earnest and emotional cats. First off is the story/lore. Storm Clan lives near the Palos River here in Eastern Washington. It's a little hard for them as there are multiple railroads nearby. And oh boy, are railroads huge and loud. Unlike most clans, they live in an abandoned part of a railroad car. Now the story. Storm Clan has worked really hard to get where they're at, but some clans just don't want to admit that. They would rather be more than willing to help the other clans, but they would have to admit that they would need help first, and only Star Clan would make them do that. Honestly, the leader Plumstar is tired of the back and forth that is happening all the time. Storm Clan prefers that people be honest, and if that means being emotional, that's fine, but not being honest leads to miscommunication and problems down the line, and they would rather not deal with that. First off is our leader, Plumstar, a red-spotted tabby tom with long fur and gold eyes. Plumstar is tired. He might look a little old, but he is very old. He has lived a long life and is now down to 1. He and his clan are preparing for his travels to Star Clan, as his old age will take his last life. He can sense it coming, and though he's grumpy all the time with all the aches and pains, he's at ease knowing he'll be welcomed into Star Clan. Now, for his design, I did my best to give him the look and kind of colors of the plum. He has dark spots of red on his back and lighter oranger colors on his face and neck reminiscent of the insides of a cut plum. So I thought that was cool. Next up is our deputy. We have Raptor Stream, a black and red calico she-cat with long fur and blue eyes. Raptor Stream is determined and ready to be leader. Even though she's excited, she's also excited to see her mentor will be leaving them soon. She's slowly starting to act as leader before Plumstar goes as per his request. Though a leader can live a long time with their extra lives that they gain, their body doesn't. It still ages, and even for longer than it should, and that kind of unnerves her a little bit. But for her design, I wish I made it more like one of the raptor birds, like eagles, hawks, stuff like that. But I do like it. I didn't really have a plan like Plumstar. I just went with what I thought was cool. For a medicine cat, we have Boletus leg. Their name is a type of mushroom. He is a red-spotted tabby tom with long fur and hazel eyes. Currently, he is excited. His apprentice, Gingerpaw, gave him another idea for a medicine cat role. Medicine cats help the sick and injured, and do stuff with herbals and stuff, and is guided by Star Clan. But what if there was another type of medicine cat role? As excited as he is, he'll have to commune with Star Clan to get permission first. Now, for his design, Boletus leg is named after the mushroom. Boletus, I think that's how you pronounce it. A brownish-red mushroom with usually a white stem. Sometimes it has brown and reddish colors into it, and that's what he did for his design. I gave him similar shapes to the top of the mushroom, the cap, with the colors as well. Alright, let's get on to our warriors roster. First up, we have his Nightstorm, a black she-cat with sparse fur and green eyes. Quite the cocky cat you see here. Nightstorm has always been bold and outspoken. She's always fought against what is ever considered the norm and questions absolutely everything. Everyone thought it would die down when she became an apprentice, then a warrior, and then when she lost her leg. But nope! Just because now they have a pretty good life doesn't mean they can't have a better one. Change is a part of life, nature changes along with it, and so can they as cats. But why must their rules be so stagnant? Some rules should be there, some rules shouldn't. Some rules should be there, but everyone refuses to do something by making a change, and that irks her. Which is why I give her such a strong and sharp design to fit her. Our second warrior is Mint Pelt, a blue-ticked tabby she-cat with short fur and amber eyes. Mint Pelt is soft, but is just as strong as Nightstorm. which is why they became mates. They were able to go on common ground and had common things, and that's how they bonded. She does do this more in a different strategical way when it comes up in conversation. She's very gentle, and very unwavering when it comes to it. And when it comes to StarClan, they can't even agree on what rules should be added anymore. This should be made for people in the living who are in the present, not by cats living in the past. But one of my favorite parts about Mint Pelt's design was making the grayish blue more on the greener side to fit the name. Morel Nose is a long-haired, black-spotted tabby tom with yellow eyes. Morel Nose has had a crush on Bellitas Lake since their apprentice days, but they were never able to date or anything. He isn't sure whether or not Bellitas Lake would share his feelings, but hearing the younger generation wanting change absolutely excites him. He always gives them words of encouragement, and he's honest with the other warriors. Change is natural. They can't be in the past anymore. He understands what's going on with Plumstar. He's taken more of a backseat on that for a little bit. Oh, like Bellitas Lake, Morel Nose was also named after a mushroom. Sage Face is a blue mackerel tabby she-cat with short fur and green eyes. The quiet and stoic type, Sage Face is helping with the preparations of Plumstar. She's made him a nest, extra comfy for him, and taking care of him, helping out by doing extra stuff, but she's very, stone-faced. But she's being as best as she can, being earnest and honest with everyone. But she does feel a little jealous. She always wanted to be deputy, be a leader, but it seemed that path was laid out for Raptor Stream. Since they were apprentices, she feels like it's a bit unfair. Why immediately choose a cat when you didn't even look at anyone else? Raptor Stream is okay as deputy, but she's really in her own headspace. She thinks everything she's done so far is right, but in her mind, she doesn't really ask the others' opinions unless she knows they are going to agree with her. Alrighty, next is our intense and passionate cat, Golden Stream, a short-haired, cream-spotted tabby she-cat with green eyes. Golden Stream is happy right now. Her kids just became apprentices, and they have good mentors. Osprey Storm, and Sage Face. Things are going pretty well for them, minus the leader preparing for his own funeral and everything. It's kind of hard to explain to your own kids, but her mate, Lynx Leg, said she'll help explain what's going on to them, which really relieves some of the stress that she's been dealing with. Next up is our calm and quiet and a little bit cunning Lynx Leg, a short-haired black-spotted tabby she-cat with copper eyes. Lynx Leg has watched everything from the crowd. She's not that interested in being a part of the drama or in the spotlight. She finds everything more fascinating to watch from afar. She isn't afraid to get involved when she thinks a cat or a group of cats is in the wrong, but right now she's excitedly watching her cats training to be a warrior. Last up on our warriors roster is Osprey Storm, a black tom with long fur and gold eyes. He's quite the cold and serious tom. Like Lynx Leg, he likes to watch everything from afar, but he more likes to watch everything unfold, seeing what's going on with all the context, because that's important. So if he needs to step in or defend someone, he can. He's very good at de-escalating arguments. It's something that he does on the regular, especially at clan gatherings, even though he has a very menacing aura to the other clan cats. First up on our apprentices roster is Chipmunk Paw, a short-haired cream classic pseudo-tabby tom with copper eyes. A chaotic and positive cat, Chipmunk Paw is super excited to have Osprey Stream as his mentor. He's always looked up to him, and he finds him very cool. And having him as a mentor is even better. He's glad he's patient with him, as he's pretty slow when it comes to learning new things. But he can't wait for the other kits from the nursery den to become apprentices in the next moon, as they're his friends, and right now he's stuck with his sibling and a bunch of older kids, so Next up is Lion Paw, a long-haired cream mackerel cat with gold eyes. A strong-willed and empathetic cat, Lion Paw is pretty attuned to the other people's emotions, including their mentor's sage face. They can tell they're upset, but not at them, at the others, but they aren't exactly sure why. They're starting to key in on certain aspects, and there's obviously agree to disagree. They do agree when it comes to Raptor Stream's deputy duties so far, but other than that, they're just more interested in doing their apprenticeship training, as that's something they're very excited about. Up next is Ginger Paw, a mostly white, chocolate and red mackerel calico tabby sheet cat with short fur and hazel eyes. A weird and smart cat, Ginger Claw is trained to be a medicine cat. She's not close to the other apprentices due to her very weird and awkwardness she has, like the vibe she has. She keeps getting visions from StarClan, but they're very confusing at the moment to her, and she doesn't exactly understand what they mean. So it's something she's stressing out about, but Bully the Slag is trying to tell her, hey, that's kind of normal when it comes with us. Salamander Paw, a short-haired brown and red spotted tortie she-cat with yellow eyes. Right now, Salamander Paw is adjusting to the clan life as they were abandoned by their two legs, and then they became a rogue for a bit before joining the clans. They are always on edge, and they're a very serious and cautious cat. They're doing their best to adjust to this, but they take things a little bit too seriously, especially on patrols and everything. Although most mentors would like this, it's just to the extreme due to trauma. So last up on our apprentices roster, we have Soul Paw, a short-haired black and orange spotted tortie she-cat with yellow eyes. A bright and upbeat cat, Soul Paw is happy to explore everything. No matter how many times she's looked at a scenery, she still looks at it with wonder and excitement. A little note, I did make her legs way too short, proportion-wise a little weird and janky. Also, the reason why I named them Sil for the prefix is so when they get their warrior name, they will be called Sulfur. Like, you know, sulfur? Sorry, I thought that would be funny. So, we have our queens. First up is Tansy Stripe, a mostly white, fawn and cream spotted calico she-cat with yellow eyes. A humorous and silly mom, Tansy Stripe is really happy right now. Her kits will be apprenticed soon, the next moon, so she's very excited, and she'll be a warrior again, which means she gets to spend time outside of the nursery. She can go back on patrols and hunts again, especially with her mate Osprey Storm, so she's very excited. Next up is her kit, Hawk Kit, a short-haired fawn-colored tom with heavy white spotting and yellow eyes. He's gonna become an apprentice soon. By the next moon, he'll get his apprentice ceremony, which he is super excited for, and he's happy that both of his parents will be there. Cypress Cloud, a fully white she-cat with short hair and blue eyes. Cypress Cloud was originally a kitty pet before leaving to join the clans with her kits. She's always wanted to be a part of the clans, but she didn't have the courage before having her kits. But now they're living happily here in the clans, and she couldn't be happier with the choice that she made to leave. Also, a little side note that I noticed with this generator, a lot of the queens are calicos. So I changed her from being a calico to just fully white, as it just fit the color scheme and the vibe better for me personally. Now, after her is the two kits that she brought along with her. First up is Puddle Kit, a brown mackerel she-cat with short fur and white spotting and copper eyes. And the other one is Wolf Kit, a black kit with heavy white spotting and short fur and blue eyes. I really like these two. They kind of contrast each other in shapes, but they get along very well. It was really fun to design these two. Next is our two elders. First up we have is Curl Whisker, a chocolate tom with sparse fur and hazel eyes. Curl Whisker recently retired with his mate Crowtail. Quite the serious and stern cat, he's happily chilling in the elders' den. He's helped out the clan so much, and everyone is finally that they can both relax now. Other than that, there isn't that much to say about Curl Whisker, other than his extremely curly whisker that I was really happy that I did. So enjoy that for me, will you? Our last elder is Crowtail, a black tom with short fur and hazel eyes. A cheery and quick-witted cat, he is happy he could convince his mate Curl Whisker to retire. Everyone had to convince Curl Whisker to retire. Even the kits! Everyone had to give the points because he was that stubborn. He likes to tease Curl Whisker about being so stubborn now because he very much is enjoying the Elder's Den. But both of them are comforting Plumstar, as he was like an uncle to them growing up, So that's it, everyone. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next part next week. I've already finished the next clan's design, and the description for the clan is quite very unique. But anyways, have a wonderful day, and please like and subscribe while you're here.